You sound a bit croaky, Chris. Are you all right?
I am just tired. I'm just tired after a weekend of late nights and much drinking.
Even though you had two sleeps already today.
Yeah, I have 2 naps, but they were the kind of naps that you like wake up from, and you clearly woke up mid deep sleep, and you're kind of in a shock when you wake up. So like both of them, I woke up more tired than the nap that I had. I felt best. I should have just not napped at all and should have just filled up on energy drinks today or coffee.
How was Latitude?
It was good. It was very good. Kaiser Chiefs were very good.
Oh, nice.
I did hear Fatboy Slim, but from a distance, because I think if I'd been even in sight of the stage, my head would have exploded. It was so loud and so like bassy, and like it was just, I thought my eyeballs were going to melt. But no, all good. Lots of very tasty food and lots of drink and a very enjoyable time. We should do Nude Ice Please, the festival. I don't really know what stages we would have.
Who would your headliner be if we did?
Oh, is it a Blood Bowl pun? Is it a band that's also a Blood Bowl pun? Is this who the headliners are?
It kind of needs to be, but it's whether we can think of one on the fly.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, McFly on the no, that's not. That's a pun on what I've just said, not Blood Bowl.
You've misunderstood the puns there, Tom.
Tom's on fire tonight.
Right, I'm getting obviously not doing last minute prep for this episode.
It's fine. It's all good. How much more do you want us to fill in the intro to give you time to prepare?
Chris, have you got your favourite lined up as well?
My favourite?
Yeah, when you oh god, the cat's back. He's got something. Tom,
don't. No, she hasn't.
No, she hasn't. But
she's been such a dick.
I've got my question lined up. Yeah, I've got my question.
You do good.
Yep. So we're good for this week. Right. Well, I tell you what. Let's get going. Let's end the intro now, and then in the gap where I would normally do my little dance. Then we'll give that gap to Tom. So here we are. Play the intro. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nude Ice Please, the bite-sized Blood Bowl podcast brought to you by the people at Blood Bowl Live. My name is Chris. Joining me, as always, Mr. Scott Bryant. Scott. Oh, I had it and I've forgotten it. I've got it. I've remembered it again. Scott, what is your favourite camping food?
Good evening, Christopher.
We're on a roll today. We're all firing on all cylinders.
My favourite camping food is takeaway from the local Indian.
So
not takeaway. Not camping.
So not something that you're preparing.
Don't
while
go
camping.
Don't go camping.
Stay at home, kids. Don't go camping.
Don't go camping. Get a takeaway instead. Done.
Okay. All right. Joining us also, Mr. Tom Huffle. Tom, what is your camping food of choice?
Probably s'mores.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's good stuff.
Camping stuff, isn't
That's
it?
good stuff. And joining us, Mr. Tom Feaksey. Tom, camping food of choice.
I have barbecued sausages.
See, that's great. These are the kind of answers I wanted. Not an
Chinese
Indian takeaway. I was going to go.
I'm just talking. I'm just representing all of our listeners who may or may not give a shit about camping and actually think what a waste, and you shove your tent pole somewhere else, can't you?
That's quite a strong view on that.
Yeah, Tom's. I think Scott's had some kind of bad camping experience.
I've been camping on numerous occasions, never really falling in love with it as people, just hiking around with all that bloody kit and stuff. And
did you have an issue in the scouting trip or something?
Oh, let's move on, Tom. No, I knew someone was going to go there. We're not
all answers.
Not even entertaining it. No.
No.
My choice was going to be barbecue beans. It's going to be my choice. But we're not here to talk about camping. No, clearly there's tension on that subject. We're going to move on to something else. We're going to do something which I am fully putting us in the hands of Mr. Tom Feaks for a. I'm wondering whether do I give this a big title? Do I give this a big thing that appears on the screen? I think I do. I think I'm just going to call it Feaks' Fowlers.
See, I was just that's a good one. I
thought we said fouling with Feaksey.
Oh, did we say foul? All right, okay. Track back.
But can you put like a nice little musical, like like a children's program? Hello, everybody.
Oh, should I find
fouling with Feaksey?
Yeah. Okay. So we're doing a feature that is now called Fouling with Feaksey. And then I'm going to put some nice, really calming children's music in the background. And every now and again, a thump, depending on what we're talking about. Feaks, why don't you explain
Fouling
with
with the
Feaksey?
edit on this.
Neither can I, and I've got to do it.
I'm just going to introduce this. This is probably the closest we're ever going to get to Blood Bowl Smash or Pass, is the thing.
Oh, good Lord.
So, I have a big wheel of names. I can't seem to share it on the screen, unfortunately. I have got a wheel with every single positional, Blood Bowl positional, on it. And I'm going to spin it, give it a random, so then come up with a random positional, and you need to tell me whether or not you would foul it or you would leave it alone. Now, there's some stipulations with this. The foul will be happening on turn 6. You are in possession, and you have a choice between you move up the field to get yourself to a position where you're 90% certain you're going to score, or you get a good foul off, and you're in a position where the score is going to be difficult. You still have 11 players, but you only have 1 sub. You do not have a sneaky git or a dirty player, and you're always fouling with a lineman.
Okay, right. Okay. I like this. Can we please all say at the same time, spin that wheel every time we want to spin it?
With the most enthusiasm possible.
Okay, great.
So it's the same stipulations all the time, but it's not just a free screw it foul. All right? There are implications from it.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Okay. Let's dive into this then. All right. Okay. Tom Feaks. Ready. All right. We've got to get this timing right. Otherwise, it's going to sound utterly shit. Okay. Here we go. Right. Okay. Tom Feaks. Spin that. Terrible. So out of time. That was
so
awful.
terrible.
We're not doing that again. Tom, spin the wheel.
I went for the gusto effort.
It's spinning. And the first one is an Imperial Nobility thrower.
Oh, I don't really care.
Who am I playing as? Sorry, but doesn't it matter? Okay,
Doesn't matter. You only have 1 sub, you're fouling with a lineman, and you have the choice between getting into a really good position or in an okay position to score.
I don't care about nobility. I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother with the foul. That doesn't feel like a key enough position. But then none of the Imperial nobility ones do to me. So I'm.
Is the score 0-0, Tom?
Yeah. This is 0-0. This is 0-0.
No
but it's you've received
no assists on the foul.
+2.
+2 on the foul.
What's the Imperial Knob throw? Is it armor 9?
I think he's armor 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Really? Or a knob
Got
thrower?
those high pitch. Sorry, I was coming in quite high there.
Yeah, I'd give it a go.
Yeah, I'd give it a go.
That's only a 7-up.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
1 smash, 1 pass.
Yeah.
Mr. Hovell?
I'm a bit on Chris's side. I don't see the point of it. It's not a key enough piece to remove, and knowing my luck, I'll just lose my piece.
It's not a war dart or anything, is it? It's like
but I think I think it's quite an important piece for nobility.
Is it?
Yeah, if you think about nobility, how they go back, pick up the ball, and then it's the throw into the middle, isn't it? So you're almost taking out that opportunity. So it gives them more pressure to go back and secure the ball on their drive.
Are any of them important in nobility?
Let's find out.
I just realised if our friend David's going to listen to this, and
He's
like,
gonna
I
be
don't,
fuming.
he's gonna be so annoyed that I'm just bashing nobility.
He's gonna be absolutely fuming. I'd pass as well. If it was a bodyguard, I would absolutely be smashing that. For the thrower, yeah, I'd probably leave it.
Clip that.
Oh, I've deliberately done that.
Oh,
Nothing like a good bodyguard to smash.
it's going to be one of those weeks.
Oh, it is. Right, next one.
Spin that wheel.
Ooh. Ooh, a troll.
No.
No, they are rubbish. Like
Trained or untrained?
I've just put troll
Okay.
because I figure you'd probably foul.
would
either.
it make a difference?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't sure whether it would.
Armor 10.
Oh,
They're
I
on
put
they're on the
big guys.
floor. If they're on the
They're already
floor,
on
they're
the
not going to really
floor.
get up or they do much.
Yeah, I
If
think
you're
you
a
can do,
loner, really stupid.
you
so
can
they're
do
gonna
more by getting rid of their friends, can't you? And then they're going to be standing up on a 4+. Like I'd leave them. I'd just leave them there.
Really? Fair enough.
Next.
Yeah. All right. Pass. Honestly, I'd be tempted to smash them. If the...
You just wanted to keep smacking everything, aren't you?
Why?
No.
Why, Tom?
Right.
if I'm facing a goblin team and it takes out that one turn threat, it is a bit situational, admittedly, and it
Well,
depends
in a
how the
goblin
game's-
team, they're probably going to have 2 of them. I think that's
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
so
that's how
Yeah.
that's how it kind of depends how it's
What
going.
is it?
I'd be tempted.
Genuinely, I've just rolled double 5s. So there you go.
It's not double ones, Tom. It's improving.
yeah, you're through. You're just sent off.
Yeah. So
Oh, go on, roll,
okay.
roll the injury.
Here
Roll
we
the
go. Here we go. See it. So I've broken armor. 4.
Oh,
3 and a 1. So
yeah,
lost.
that's worth it.
I'll argue the call. 3. So yeah, that was useless.
I think that it's interesting though, because I think because you're only bringing the armor down to an 8. If instead of doing that, like if there was like a goblin, you'd go for the goblin instead because it's still 8, and I think more chance of getting rid. And if there's 2, it's like get rid of 1, but the threat's still there. So if it was in another team, do I really care? No, pass.
Next one.
Spin that wheel.
Ooh, it is. Oh, another big guy. Is it going to be a big guy who's going to be creeping over? A tree man.
Ooh,
But with a tree
Pass.
man, because the AV11, it's a
Pass.
+4.
Absolutely
No.
pass.
No.
I mean, if it's on the floor, it's gonna struggle to stand up. It's got a roll to stand up anyway. Like
It's got a roll to take root first before
might-
it does
yeah.
anything, isn't it?
it
So-
might root. It's armorless, so it's 9. I got to get a 9. The chances of rolling a double on your route to a 9 are high. I'm not doing it.
I got a 9.
Hey, see?
Shut up.
Got
Roll
the
again.
injury.
Oh,
Oh, hey, there you go.
there you go. I'll hit it.
Nice. You'll smash the tree.
Yeah.
Feaksey, are you smashing the tree?
I'd probably not.
And that's a euphemism you don't want to clip. But anyway, no, we're not. We're not fouling the tree. Let's move on.
Once you're down, run away from it.
Right, next one. Spin that wheel.
Oh, it's between 2.
The sound of it.
Right.
Oof, where
I can see the Sony Award slipping through your grasp again for another years.
Oh, this might actually be an interesting one. Did you just say
Oh,
where
fire.
yes?
So what? Armor 9.
Strength 4, frenzy, movement
think-
6.
Oh, so you're down to a 7 with 2 assists. I think I'd smash that. I think I'd try and get that off. Fuck's sake.
Let's see. Ooh, why am I rolling
God,
these?
it's like carry on
Oh,
smuts
nice.
stencil.
He's
isn't
got it. He's got it.
I got it.
Tom, stop fiddling with your dice under the desk. We can't see. You're not rolling them, are you? He's not rolling them, Feaksey. He's just putting them together.
He's not in
This
the
is the-
game.
I will genuinely.
So, Chris, if you had decided to get off the to smash off the Ulfwearer,
What has my life become?
So what's that? Smash?
I'd smash. I think
Smash.
you try and get rid. I think
That's
it's
hard.
I think it's too key a piece in that team.
Tom?
I'd
Smash.
smash it.
Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a 4-way.
Jeez. Right, carry on.
So,
Spin that wheel,
the
Tom.
next one. Oh god, this is. We are. Oh, a corn gore.
Smash. I think that's smash it. I think those positionals, a bit like the Pestigores in the Nurgle team, they are
very important.
so key. Like because the pace that those teams don't have a huge amount of pace anyway. The pace that they then lose by losing them, and then that's if they are like if they're then being used splitzers and they've got like horns and stuff, they're so deadly against higher strength pieces and stuff. I think you want to remove that from the pitch. I'd foul that one.
You'd smash the horny guy. Scott?
I would foul the positional that you have mentioned, Mr. Feaks. Nothing more, nothing less.
Double ones.
Double ones.
There you go. See, he rolls them properly with the camera on.
There you go.
This is all, let's be honest, this is all just about you, Feaksey, being able to do innuendos, isn't it, really? This is all this episode is, not fouling, just...
No, I've
We've
had to
come
be
to a
mature
point.
all day.
We've come to a point that there are certain positionals that we know we will foul, because they are within the probability of taking them out. So big guys, you're basically saying no because they're going to have a hard enough time trying to get up anyway.
Well, no, I don't think so. Because there are some big guys that I think I would want to get rid of.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Because I was thinking this. I was then thinking, am I going to say no to all of those positionals? I don't think I would. I think some of them that like I think I think the Minotaur you'd put a boot in. Because as a blitzing piece, if it's being used as that, it can be so tricky, and it's armor 9 rather than 10, so it's not one of those higher strength ones. So I think you would try and get rid of that.
But but I'll be saying that anything higher armor value of higher than 9, you're going to say no to.
No, I might put a boot in on a Croxagore.
I might put, and I had then put a boot in on Roga.
That's 9 though, isn't it?
Maybe 9.
No.
Yeah, but I think anything 8 or less, always put the boot in, especially if it's a key positioner like everybody's favorite, the War Dancer or Witch Elf. You're gonna put the boot in. Big Feaksey smiling. You are gonna really go. Everything I say is now in your head.
Yeah, we've
I was
created
gonna say,
a
go for
smart
Scott.
pit for ourselves, and we're just gonna have to roll in it for the next.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna
Double
you're
M.
gonna
Roll that
Get it out. Get it out.
you're gonna give it a good seeing too, aren't you? There you go.
Feeks, roll the wheel again.
Roll the wheel.
Let's see.
Because there are some teams with positionals that are armor 10, and I'm like, but you might still go for it. Even.
Would you go for a Bull Centaur while we wait for the dice?
Yeah.
No, now this is a very interesting one. A pump wagon, Snotling pump wagon.
No.
What's the EAV? 10? It's not
Oh,
11.
actually.
9.
Oh yeah, you could definitely.
But it is a secret weapon, and it's only movement 4.
In that case,
it's
no.
going off in-
5.
if you score, if you then go and score, it's a chance. I think that one's too difficult to judge, because if your opponent has taken lots of bribes, which as a Snotling coach, there's a good chance they have, then depending on what other secret weapons they've got, like if they've taken inducements with other weapons, are they likely to burn a bribe on a pump wagon? Maybe not. So is it worth the risk of the foul and losing the player when you're about to score, and it's going to have to either use a bribe or argue the call anyway? So I actually don't think I would. I don't think I would bother, because the pump wagons are not especially if it's already down on the floor and it's not very quick, you can get far enough away for it not to really be a problem. I wouldn't be too concerned.
So a pass.
Passing on the pump wagon.
Yeah, although it has got dirty player +1, so it can get up and foul someone.
Yeah, it could get up and foul you.
But then if you've got a 90%
to wait
chance
for
of
it.
scoring on your next turn, though, Tom, it's
Yeah.
pretty much it's going to be gone, isn't it? As we said. So,
Yeah, then pass.
So we're
But
all
back,
pass.
so back to what you were saying though, because we were just saying, are all big guys with armor 10 a pass? And I think we're possibly not. Are all secret weapons a pass? I think probably not as well.
No, because this is a secret weapon as well, and we've all said pass.
So
Would you take out, for example, a chainsaw?
yeah, I would stomp on the
I absolutely
chainsaw.
would.
Because
Absolutely.
but again, I think it's depending on the number of bribes and inducements and stuff that are at play. There's other things to consider there in how many, like we've had games in our league where coaches have taken lots of secret weapons. If they've got goblins and they've got loads of secret weapons within the team, then they take 2 inducement secret weapons as well. You're then like, and if it depending on how many bribes they take, you're then looking at it and you're going, okay, right, how many bribes are going to be used up here? How many bribes? Yeah, like what will the world look like after this touchdown? And kind of, is it worth trying to get rid of this one so that they have to, so that there's, they're going to use a bribe or something else? Like,
yeah, but then that kind of puts it into perspective, because if you, for example, you say, yes, I'll do it on the chainsaw. So is the person that's on the ground that you're going to foul, how many squares away from the ball carrier is it in this kind of?
I guess, well, there's 90% chance of scoring, so you're probably either they're not close enough with their movement when they get up, or you've put enough you can put enough protection around the ball.
Yeah.
So the ball carrier is probably safe on 90% chance, aren't they?
Yeah. In this scenario, I'm imagining you can move the ball carrier down with enough of a screen or a cage that you're going to be safe. Well, you're going to be safe in 90% of circumstances, unless there are some insane dice. You're going to be fine.
Well, then that kind of puts it into perspective when you're taking on what Chris has just said, because why risk losing one of your players fouling a chainsaw when the next turn they're going to have to roll dice, and it's pretty likely, unless they've taken a load of bribes, that's going to be off the pitch.
Yes, good shout. Like, because how many weapons do they have?
Yeah,
because the one we're mainly on here is the pump wagon, where within that team, if they have 2 pump wagons and 2 flingers, that's 4 weapons. So within that scenario, like you say, like how many are they going to lose? How many am I going to lose? All of this bit. Yeah. Well, let's see if another weapon comes up, because I think that becomes a lot more. I think weapons are a whole trickier area.
Yeah, it depends a lot on the road. Are we all passing on having a pump on the wagon though?
Yeah, we're all non-pumping that wagon.
No one's pumping that wagon.
I'm so sorry. I feel like I forced that one. Let's move on.
Spin the wheel.
It is so close to a war dancer. It is a wood elf catcher.
Yes, armor 8. Yeah. And plus, again, if it's got any other skills apart from not, just catch, dodge, and movement 8, for armor 9, for armor 8 as well as movement 8, I should say. And of course, it takes out the potential of their 1-turn threat, or at least one more potential. So I think for a trade-off, that's definitely a gimme.
I might pass on that one.
Really?
Yeah, because if I'm in like a league situation and I want SPP, I'm possibly looking at that catcher as the strength 2 piece. It's the easier one to get the SPP from the block, possibly not needing assists depending on what team I'm playing. So I might pass on the foul, kind of depending on, like, based on kind of this, based on the situation that Feeks described and the number of players that I've got, I might pass on the foul and actually it's turn 6. So maybe instead put it in a situation where it's not getting away, hope it stands up, and then punch it next turn to try and get the SPP on the player.
Yeah, I would agree with that because it is the weakest of the bunch in that lineup, isn't it? On a Wood Elf team.
I can see why you would. I can see why you would put the boot in though, because like you said, it is quick. It's got skills that are helpful. If it's got even one additional skill on top of that, those catches can become so key. I mean, also, oh, see, am I now talking myself out of it? Because you had a catcher in your Wood Elf team who because of sidestep and anything else was a 1-turn threat.
Yeah.
So possibly, if you've received
even just when you've just got vanilla dodge and catch movement 8, to take that threat of the 1-turn touchdown, because the elves can do it relatively, compared to a lot of the other races, they can do them quite quickly. So I think to take it off the pitch, because again, I think it's about that. It's this whole trade-off situation in terms of, do you want what you've got, or did you want to maybe, as you said, Chris, surround it, wait? Because if you're the opposition coach, if you surround it thinking I'm going to wait for you to stand up on turn 7 and 8, and then I'm going to punch you again, then they're not necessarily going to be that accommodating to you and say, yeah, don't worry, Chris, I'll just stand this Wood Elf up and just you can punch it again, go for it. So then do you have to take that opportunity while it's there?
I think I am passing because I think I can defend against the 1-turn if it's not got an additional skill. So I think I'm passing unless it has something that makes that 1-turn easier, like sidestep.
And again, if it depends on what skill it had, if it had jump up, but if it had sprint, you've suddenly got as well. If you don't try and take it when it's down, it can jump up and maybe do a 2 dice uphill on your ball carrier. So again, I'm just thinking of the trade-off in terms of what threat level are you removing.
So what have we got then? I'm going to stick with pass.
I will foul.
I'm going to
pass. What? We're going 2 and 2 because I would smash that.
Feaksey, you're correct. Well done. Let's move on. Let's spin the wheel.
It's an elf.
Exactly.
Let's move on. The next one is a white, an undead white.
White blitz.
Armor 9, aren't they, from memory?
They are Armor 9.
And they've got block, haven't they?
Block and regen. Now, I'm glad one of these came up, because regen could make this quite interesting.
I don't know if I.
What's the movement, Feaksey? So is it movement 7?
6.
I wouldn't bother. I wouldn't bother then.
They are pretty horrible in that team, but the Ghoul Runners, I guess the Ghoul Runners don't have regen. I think you would absolutely go for a Ghoul Runner, but I think I would if I got a 10 and then a 10, and I'm getting sent off myself, and then they regen and they come back and they're on the bench, for in 2 turns time. If I don't score it, it's the next half. I think I'm going to feel like a bit of a mug. So I don't think I do. I think I leave that one alone.
If they didn't have regen, I definitely would foul. But the regen for me, I would pass.
Are they edge 3?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I think I'd just leave them alone.
Mr. Hovel?
Yeah, pass.
Yeah, looking at that team, it's a difficult because it is quite a key piece in that team, isn't it? As a good defense. I'll take a pop at it.
Speaks.
Honestly, I don't know with this one, and I think it would depend on how I'm feeling on the day, because I can see it both ways. If it's a close match and I haven't removed anything else, and I get sent off, but they regen, I'm gonna be pissed off.
The regen. I think the regen is what scares me. But having said that, though, I think I would a werewolf has regen.
Yeah, but that was my next thought.
I would put the booting on the werewolf.
Yeah, that was my
But I
next
think-
thought. Is the regen piece? It does make it more valuable, but where's that line?
So regen on its own is not because this is an interesting thing that we're ending up landing on a few of these particular areas. Is there a particular trait or either trait or skill or armor level or anything like that means that it is a no-brainer and you do it? And I think it sounds like the answer is probably no, because there's kind of other different combinations at play and stuff. But it's quite interesting, because I think having regen is not something that means we're not going to foul at all, but having regen does maybe reduce the likelihood that we would. So off the back of this, we could probably build a player that you just would never foul. I think you could probably end up kind of putting together what is the player then? What traits and stuff does the fictional player have that you would never even bother in any scenario unless you have got 7 other players around and it's turn
armor,
16?
isn't it? I think it's the armor. I think the fact is you're rolling against armor, and if it's anything in the 9+ remit, you'll go, well, the probability is not going to be very high, and there's quite a high probability of doubles.
But if you had, for example, a croc score, a croc score is armor 10. I might, depending on the situation, if I'm playing a team and the prehensile tail's got in the way a lot, and I feel like it's going to be helpful to remove it if it's been quite a key piece, I might do it. If you said to me that croc score had regen, I wouldn't bother, because I would then be like, well, chances of rolling a 10 are high, and then it may just come back anyway. So I'm at a loss. So that balance is really interesting.
I'm assuming we're fouling with alignment.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So it's alignment. You've got a sub as well. So don't you? It's turn 6. Yeah, it's a bit of a yeah. Because equally, there's all the other factors coming into it, isn't there? Because we're making a lot of assumptions. You could be 5 players down or something like that as well. that often has an impact, doesn't it? You're looking at your team going, how can I field a full team after the touchdown?
I think in this instance as well, what's swaying it for me is if there's a strong probability that after this you are going to score. So at least then you're basically the question is it going to cost you the game? No. It might impact the game towards the later stages, but that could be for either both sides, So on that instance, if it was a key player, then I'd more likely to foul it than not.
Feeks, roll that wheel. Let's do a couple more.
Let's go. It is Oh, this is gonna be an easy one. A gutter runner.
Yeah.
Foul.
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 You gotta get rid.
Got to get rid.
Way too valuable. I hate it when my gutter runner gets fouled. I understand why.
Yeah. It hurts every time someone stomps on my gutter runner, and but every time it's there, it's on the floor. You got to take that. You got to take that chance, haven't you?
Yeah.
It is that yin yang. It's that personal sadness, because you grow emotionally attached to your little fellas, as they run around the pitch. But you would do exactly the same, and that coach is fully justified fouling, your gutter runner as well, because you have to do it.
Yeah.
If they're on the floor, they're fair game.
They're gonna get done. Next one.
Yep.
No point lingering on that. We're all smashing that. All smashing in the gutter. No, that didn't work. Oh, now you've already give me your answer for this. Croxagore.
So I think I might. Oh, actually, no. I've changed my mind. I won't. I forgot thick skull. I always forget thick skull.
Oh, do they have thick skull?
Armor
Yeah.
10. Thick
Armor
skull.
Armor
Oh,
10,
that does
no.
change
Move
it.
on.
So I think I won't.
Yeah. Okay, so we're on about the armor 10, and that's fair enough. Morg. He's not on that. I haven't got star players on the wheel. Morg is on the ground, but you can get a +4 off.
He's got thick
Plus
skull.
4 on Morg, so 6 up.
It's Morg.
6 up, and then thick
6 up,
skull on the next
yes.
roll.
8 up.
If you break armor on a 6 up, then even if you're struggling to get the KO, you've possibly still stunned Morg, and Morg is deadly. So I think I take it.
Yes,
If it was one lineman only on Morg, then I'd still be tempted, actually.
I'd be very tempted. He's too
Just
valuable.
because it's
That
an
trade-off is
opportunity.
huge, isn't it?
Yeah, you're not going to get that. How many more times are you going to get that opportunity during a game?
And if you look at kind of if you said average lineman cost was 50 to 60, and your player is in a position where they're taking Morg, the inducement swing that you have immediately had, even if you got sent off but you took Morg off, it's massive, isn't
So
it? It's
worth
like
it.
300 plus. That's worth it.
It's also just getting him on the ground as well, strength 6. So you're going to need to have at least 2 or maybe even 3 players to first of all get him successfully on the ground, or else you're one die or 2 die uphilling him.
But before we do one more, then are all star players is there any particular star players that are like absolutely don't bother? There is no point. Like, are all star players? Yep, put a boot in, try and get rid. Balance the play. Because I wonder whether I don't think all star players are a obvious. I think some are. I'm thinking like Ivan. You put a boot in because he can be so killer. There's a lot that I think are some of the ones that are more based around big guys. I might not bother. Like Skylar, I don't think I would put a boot in because
Or
you
any
can manage
trees,
it
you
as-
wouldn't, would you?
I don't. Yeah, would you bother with deep root? I don't know.
Maple.
Maple, I might.
Maple, I might, because
Really? Wow.
because it hasn't got any of the nega traits, has it?
No. I think
I mean-
I would put a boot in on Maple.
Because it's movement 3 as well, so it'll be straight back up again, and it's got that vicious vine, so it could still do a 3.
With
square.
my most heartfelt apologies to BB Nut, do you put a boot in on Acorn?
I was just about to ask that. I don't think I could.
I would, but I would be crying at the same time. Just because that habit in there. I would hate myself for doing it, but yes, I would. Sorry, Ben. I'm sorry, but
I think it depends how much I've been burned on the previous 6 turns. I think if I've seen 3 or 4 past Dauntless rolls, I'm getting rid and I'm putting a boot in.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think I could.
Feeks, give us one more.
One more.
Do one more.
All right, let's make it a good one. This is where we get a halfling.
Here it comes. It's going to be absolutely rubbish.
No.
Would you put a boot in on a snotling flinger?
No, it's a renegade goblin. I'm not finishing on that.
No.
I would. Yeah, I would.
Let's finish on the Renegade Goblin.
Yeah.
Let's finish on the Renegade Goblin because the Renegade Goblin has access to mutations, which have fucked over Scott Bryant in the past.
I think for me, anything that is stunty or titchy or anything which is on the floor which is less than armor 8, just you got to. I think that's my rule of thumb in terms of if you get a player around to foul that, anything and any assist is an absolute bonus.
Chaos Renegades as well. They are a unique challenge because of the different kind of lineman stuff they've got. The Dark Elf is incredible, and then the 3 big guys at the front, like the fact that they've got all of those things that make them really challenging and a 1-turn threat, I think means you cut that 1-turn threat out as quick as possible because otherwise they've got so many different ways they can punish you. And depending on how they've skilled up, like that Skaven and that Dark Elf lineman can be absolutely brutal. I think if there's an opportunity to reduce their options, you take it.
Yeah.
So just quickly, the one I spun to because I didn't want to end on Goblin, although it ended up being good conversation. Vampire Blitzer.
What are the armor? 9, Tom?
I think
they are.
No, I think the Blitzers are 9.
Yeah, armor 9.
Yeah, because the runners are 8, aren't they?
Strength 4, Juggernaut, Hypno Gaze, Regen again, Bloodlust 3+.
I put a boot in there.
Yeah,
I would for the trade-off of what you could get for a 50 or 60k lineman, or even less. you know, it's got to be.
They're 110k.
Yeah.
And I think if we didn't foul that, Tom, you'd feel a bit insulted and disappointed in us, really, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think interesting with vampires as well. As far like most of their positionals are ridiculously expensive. Again, if you're kind of like you can, they're a team that are similar to Necromantic Horror with the werewolves and the flesh golems, where they've got some pieces that are worth enough, wood elves as well with the war dancers, that you can break someone's season by removing one of those purely for no other reason than how long it could take them to afford to replace them.
Yeah.
So I think cost is then absolutely a thing, because if you're doing a league where you have to play more than once, you know, I think you take the opportunity to remove a piece that is going to be difficult to replace. So I think the higher the value, the more likely I think I probably am, especially in a league setting.
Yeah. Vampire Blitzer, I would smash that all day long. Just even if it's regens and it's back in 2 turns, not having to face Hypnotic Gaze for another 2 turns. Yeah, I'd take that.
I think I smash all vampires. Actually, I think I get rid of them all because of the hypno gaze, because that can be so powerful.
Yeah, and this has nothing to do with how they look and your history in the bedroom, Chris. But
I genuinely don't know what he means by that. I want to make that.
I've left it out.
I want to
there.
make that abundantly clear.
We don't
genuinely
only see
don't.
Chris at night
I
time.
genuinely don't understand. Well, on that note, look, if there's I think there's a really there is actually, passing through the smut, we've kind of uncovered quite an interesting thing here, which is are there particular traits that makes a position more likely to be found or less likely to be found? It sounds like there's not a golden trait that your opposition player has that means you're gonna do it, and there's not one that means you're absolutely not, but there are some that kind of reduce it. I think it'd be really interesting to kind of build almost like the anti-foul team. Like what would something for another day, what would a team look like? What would your positionals look like that are ones that you would never even consider even a tiny little bit fouling? Like is there a team of positionals where even the lineman you'd be like, there is no point, there is absolutely no point? I think there's quite a lot more to unpack there. If you are someone who loves fouling, if you hate fouling, if you get fouled a lot, if there are pieces in particular that you really want to foul, if you just want to tell Tom Feaksey which positioners you would smash and which ones you wouldn't, Mr. Scott Bryant, how do people get in touch?
It's Chris Coe for all of those glorious examples you just called out beforehand, and without wanting to turn this into a euphemism show extraordinaire, drop us a note, use your place, use your way, use your format. Nudice, please, at gmail.com. And Mr. Tom Hovell, if people would like to, increase their quota of Blood Bowl goodness, how can they do that, sir?
Absolutely. So you can get us on the socials, on Blue Sky and on Instagram under Nudice, please. You can also see as well as hear us on YouTube under Blood Bowl Live. And equally, thank you very much for all the emails coming in. We've got quite good ones, some really interesting ones. Let us know what leagues you're playing in, whether you're a particular team you're wanting us to talk about, or anything we've mentioned before, whether you agree or disagree.
Yes, tune in next week. I think next week we will be doing a mailbox episode because we've got a lot to cover. So tune in then if you want to hear some of your things read out, and get in touch between now and realistically when we record. You've got between the Thursday that this comes out, you've then got a few days. You've got till Monday. Get the email in by about 6 o'clock Monday, and then it might feature. Tom Feaksey, word of the day.
Arsh Geiger.
You utter fool. Thank you very much, Mr. Bryant. Thank you very much, Mr. Hovell. Thank you very much, Mr. Feaksey. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We have been Nudice, please, and we'll see you next time.